It is that easy. Welcome to, if you have just joined us here in Idea World, this pick of the day. Now, Keiko has joined us. Connor's also joined us as well. Keiko, I have to say, I remember we did a 1 hour show. Well, I did a 1 hour show. Yeah, you did 15 minutes.
Exactly.
This is unusual for Keiko to actually be here longer than an hour. We had to bring her in for the pick of the day because it was ridiculous. She's coming all the way up from London. Then she's going home in 15 minutes because we kept selling out of the Pearl. Keiko's only done the company here this morning.
Oh, it's so good to be here.
Now, we are very, very busy for this at the moment. Do you remember I said over 10%? Forget that. We are now approaching 15% of the entire stock sold out and gone. It is absolutely flying. If you do want to go for this, Keiko, tell me a little bit about yourself and how you came to be using this fantastic product.
Well, I came from the background of modeling and acting in New York City. And when you're a model or an actor, you have to be prepared to cast at any time. It could be mid-Saturday at 2 o'clock. You have to be ready to go, to be in front of people, and to be talking about yourself and feeling really confident. I had a bit of a mustache. So this was something that actually really, really tortured me, and I was always very insecure about how I was going to deal with it. The best way to deal with it, especially last minute, I found myself using razors and shaving like a man, which is nothing more like debilitating than actually doing something that is so unwomanly.
Well, exactly. It's not very feminine, is it? It
doesn't
feel very feminine.
And using a razor on your face, it was scary as well.
Oh, yes.
And literally, I tried using the razor. That was horrible. It was a bad experience. And then I tried waxing, which was even worse because it was painful. And then I had the biggest mark.
Yes.
The biggest mark after I did it. So it even brought more attention to the fact that I had a little mustache. And so I needed to do something, and I went to the doctor, and I went to see a dermatologist, and I'm like, oh my God, can I do laser? I've got to get rid of this. It's really knocking my confidence. And this is something that was really a problem for me. I did not like being in front of people with this. I would be kind of talking like this, and it was clear I was trying to hide something. So I asked the doctor about laser, and I did not know. I was not a good candidate for laser. They said Afro-Caribbeans cannot get laser, and I was just like, what? You know, so I had to go back to the old staples of waxing and, the pain. And then I saw this infomercial a couple years ago about this technology, which is just thermosis. It's very simple. It's heat technology versus light, which is what laser is. So it's actually suitable for all skin types and hair colors. And that's what made me start living and believing this, because I literally have not shaved my legs in 3 years.
Well, this is it. Now, I'm going to say as well, I have been using the Pearl. I don't remember the time. I think it was summer. I think it was August, June, July, August or some
July.
stage. It was.
My
It was
birthday
July.
month.
It was July. And I started using it then. Now I don't have my hairs on my legs anymore. I don't need to shave them. They don't grow up. It's absolutely brilliant. That is my personal testimony from this. I absolutely love using this. And I love the idea as well. You talked about shaving. You talked about waxing. I'm a little bit of a chicken. I don't like using anything that hurts. So this, for me, is absolutely brilliant. Using that heat technology, as you said. And you can see Keiko's using it there in her face. It is incredible, and we are very, very busy for this at the moment. If you do want to go for, and you talked about you being able to use it, because we talk about women, a lot of people, I mean, laser has its place, and I think it's great.
It does.
But for a lot of women, either, you know, you sort of, it's inaffordable, or that you are a certain type of skin or hair that you just can't use it. So with this, who can use this?
If you're fair, you were definitely not a good candidate for laser. Redheads. They're not good candidates for laser. They're great for the curl.
Yes.
Gray haired. We had a lovely gray haired model yesterday, Juliana. She said she couldn't get laser either. It's perfect for gray hair and any dark skin, Afro-Caribbean, Asian, whatever it might be. So this is why it's such an amazing little device, and it's something that you can do at home, which I think that makes the biggest difference, because it's such a personal thing.
Absolutely. It's the privacy of your own home. Now, I've got to get to Connor, because Connor's quickly losing a lot of hair.
He's losing all his hair.
He is. I'm watching there thinking, oh my word. Now, it's lovely to have your company, Connor, this morning. And we are seeing, I mean, this difference, this is what I love about it, because it is all about the results. It's all about what you're seeing here. And you're seeing that Connor's just been using with myself and Keiko chatting. And literally, you can see the hair just disappearing. Now, so what are we seeing here, Keiko, in terms of how this is working?
The technology is simple. It's just heat. So what you're doing is you're running it over your hair, and you're getting rid of that topical hair, so you're getting that immediate gratification of the hair being gone as it's shaving, laser, threading, whatever you normally use. But what you're doing is you're giving yourself a beauty treatment. So it's actually going underneath the skin. It's going into that hair follicle, into the root, and it's disturbing that growth cycle, which we never know when your hair is going to grow back. It goes back at really odd times in the month. So that's why it's so important to use it 2 to 3 times a week, because all you're doing is going heat over your legs, so you're getting rid of the hair. You're buffering, which is super important because it's getting rid of the crystallized hair that comes off.
So it's crystallized hair, and that's what we're seeing here. Do you see the little bit of paper here?
Yeah.
And this is the hair coming off. So you see Connor's leg, the way he's taking the hair off. That's the hair coming off there. And you can see that is the crystallized hair. And I love it because when you do this,
you get
it's smooth,
baby soft.
It's
You
absolutely
don't get bumps, you don't get any red bumps, you don't get any ingrown hairs.
Yeah.
There's almost no irritation for me personally. I've never seen any of the models I've used have any irritation. You can literally just go straight out after this.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes like when you wax, when you're at the beach, you can't go into salt water after you wax. That is the most excruciating, painful experience. I've done it like an idiot before, and it was not fun. And you see me out there on the beach going, ah! Because you just have to give it time. You have to wait a day.
Exactly. I mean, the alternatives are not that great. The alternatives are waxing. The alternatives are some people bleaching. But I want you to look again because, you know, if you are a lady that has hair, you know, unwanted on your legs, on your underarms, but what about on the face? What about the bikini line? What about all those other areas?
That's the beauty of the pearl. You can use it on your face. It's really built for any place on your body. I found toe hair, knuckle hair, the back of your partner's neck, back here. You know, the men have lower back hair here as well, because Sean was telling me about that. How it's perfect for that. You can use it on your legs, your bikini. We've got different tips. So we've got the smaller tip that's great for your face. You can do your sideburns. You can do your whiskers. I found one of those too. And you can do your mustache. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now.
I suppose it's easy to ask, where do you not use it?
I would highly suggest don't think about doing your eyebrows, but I think that's a given.
Well, you wouldn't do it on your eyebrows anyway, because I don't think you'd get the shape there.
Your
I want to come back to Connor as well.
Look at that.
Quickly before he's just going, you'd be so smooth.
I know.
That says it'd be aerodynamic, but he goes, you get it up quicker, you know, because we know hair. And that, I have to say,
that's amazing.
That difference there. If you are somebody, if you're a woman especially that has unwanted hair, you don't know how to get rid of it, you know, you don't know sort of what kind of products to use, this is absolutely fantastic. I've got this myself. I love using it. Now, I will say, you get a little bit addicted. Now, what happens is because you use it, and for me, it's very comforting. It's very nice. It is warm. Now, do please expect a little bit. You know, you see sometimes a little bit of smoke. Expect it.
That's a great thing. You want that smoke. You want to see that. Yeah. That's the hair getting crystallized. That's the hair gone.
Yeah.
So you definitely want that, and there's going to definitely be a little bit of an odor. I like to say a thermal odor.
A thermal odor.
Like when you blow dry your hair a little bit too much.
But that gets less and less as well.
Yeah, it does because you have less hair.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And it's not. I mean, it just lets you know it's working. That's all that is. So don't be worried about it. I think, well, there's smoke coming out. That's the working. It's crystallizing the hair. It's meant to do that.
Yes.
309445 is the item number. It is the pearl. Oh, you've been here just a bit longer than 15 minutes already, so that's
I know.
good. But we are very, very busy for this right now. On the